Ready,
Three,
set.
2.
Welcome to the Excel Pro podcast, where every career has a turning point, a decision, a failure, a breakthrough. The moments that don't just shape careers, they define them. Each week, we sit down with founders, executives, and professionals from all walks of life to uncover the real stories behind their journeys. If you're building something, leading a team, or navigating your own path, you're in the right place. I'm Hasib Jangda, and this is the Excel Pro podcast. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, and follow the podcast so you don't miss the conversations that could change your next move. Let's get into it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Excel Pro podcast. Today, very, very delighted to have the wonderful Liz Andahar, our Excel Pro's digital marketing manager, join us. Liz is an amazing team member of ours, somebody that is always behind the scenes on all of our production, and we really love having her as a part of our team, and we're very blessed and fortunate to have you today, Liz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Oh my God.
I know.
The production team 100.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is going to be a cringy Gen Z episode. We love that flavor that you bring to Excel Pro, right? And to our digital marketing team, our social media, and kind of a lot of all the branding that we do. So, Liz, why don't you... Actually, before that, let's play my normal icebreaker games.
Yay.
Icebreaker games. Why don't you tell us 2 truths and a lie?
2 truths and a lie. I have a dog. I did a road trip from Florida to New York and back on car. Well, road trip, right?
Yeah.
And I have traveled to Argentina.
You have traveled to Argentina. Okay. I'm going to say that one is the lie.
Of course, because I thought too much
You
about
thought
it.
way too hard, way too hard. The worst liar at Excel Pro. Just
I don't know how to lie.
Well, I guess everyone really learned how bad of a liar you are, at least.
Yes, I'm not a liar.
What's something on your bucket list that you really want to cross off in the next 5 years?
Speaking about traveling, I want to go to Japan.
Japan? Dude, okay, same here. Wifey and I are thinking about going in April.
For the cherry blossoms?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, we're thinking
I wanna
about
go
it.
there for the same day.
Yeah?
So if you're not seeing me here, I'm going to be in Japan.
I see you guys in Japan.
Else you see me in Japan.
Me and the babies and wifey, yeah. So, Liz, where are you from? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Puerto Rico. I studied in Puerto Rico in college. And then I graduated in 2020 in the pandemic. So that was a really traumatic experience.
I can
For
imagine.
the graduation, it was really sad. So I didn't have that whole celebration of the graduation.
Aw.
So I graduated in 2020. And in 2021, I moved over here.
Okay.
To look for more careers and to start my career and everything.
Great. So. And did you come straight to Dallas, Texas, or did you go somewhere else first?
Yeah, so my sister moved over here first. She moved in 2017, which was the Hurricane Maria that hits Puerto Rico. So she moved over here with, at the time, her boyfriend, but now her husband. And then she built up the life over here, and I was like, I need to get out of here because I don't know where I'm going. I already graduated and there's no work for me over here. And she's like, if you want to work, I can find you work and you can come tomorrow. And literally the next day, she's like, you can have a job. Where are you traveling?
Wow. And how long did it take you to come by then? Or
So I called her in January. And then the next day, so it was like January 28th, I was already here.
Wow, that was fast.
It was really fast.
Yeah,
and at the time, I was working in a sushi restaurant.
Okay.
So
in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico.
Very nice.
So I was like, I think it was only like 2 or 3 weeks that I worked over there.
Got it. And what did you get your degree in Puerto Rico?
I got my degree in communications technology. So audiovisual technology. So, but that bachelor's degree, they teach you a little bit of everything. So I know a little bit about audio production, video production, TV production. I also took a photography class and website design. So it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's not it says audiovisual technology, but it's like very broad.
Yeah, I can see that. And how do you kind of how are you able to tie in all of those little things to what you do today at XO Pro?
Well, since I do a little bit of everything,
Yep.
EXO Pro also likes to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So my mostly thing is videos. So I always like, and videos are really good right now in marketing. So my big thing is doing the videos and editing. And then I'm also working with the website and then doing the flyers. I'm not a graphic designer, but I like art. So for me, learning about graphic design was really interesting. In this time I've been here, I also learned how to do graphic design.
Yeah.
So I also do that for EXO Pro, like the flyers, the posts that we do, the website design, all of those little things.
All of our videos,
All
all
of our
of
videos, yeah.
yeah. And I think one thing that
The podcast.
yes, the XO Pro podcast.
The EXO Pro
yes.
podcast as well.
I think one thing that oftentimes gets overlooked is how all of these different things that you just talked about really come into play in different aspects of marketing and all really tie into the one overarching theme of marketing. So, how have you seen throughout your experiences at XL Pro now, how have you seen kind of that evolution of Liz when it comes to being able to tie in all of these different aspects of marketing and turn it into one solid, more or less piece?
So it's really interesting because I've been here 3 years. And when I got here, I really saw that the social media was in another direction that we have it right now. So even though when I started, I was still learning on what is the best content and what is the best thing to put out there and how is the best thing to put it out there. So over the years, I have been learning here in this job how to elevate the quality and how to elevate the type of messages that we put out there for the people. So I think that's the biggest thing that I have learned to shift all of this.
So you make it so that there's one central theme, if I'm understanding you correctly.
Yeah, there was one central thing because this is the first thing is understanding the business and where is it gonna go.
Yes,
right.
I agree.
So, and then being creative on the type of how to approach, how to express that thing that we need to put out there. And then obviously always use the brand as a guide. So whenever people just see our things, they immediately know this is from them because I've seen the colors and I recognize the type of the style that they're using. So we know it's from them.
Absolutely. Makes total sense. Going back, you mentioned that your education was mostly in your audiovisual side and your graphic design skills were more or less non-existent. What did you have to do to teach yourself, or how did you, I guess, teach yourself to become as good as you are in this field now?
Well, most of it was like they want a request, and I never said I don't know how to do that. Most of the time it's like I don't know how to do that. But most of it is like YouTube. You know, right now I'm also looking through YouTube to find the style of editings that I want. But most of the things that I have learned, it's been either through taking certification in something that I really, really want to learn or watch YouTube videos. For example, graphic design, the basic of graphic design, like the alignment, the color theory, the everything, that was in YouTube, you know? And I really took the time to view it all and to write and to study it because I feel like that was a really important skill, not just for the flyers that you guys want me to do, but also for the videos because this is the amazing part of video and filmmaking. Everything has a purpose, even colors, even lighting, everything has a purpose. And that's the most fascinating thing for me. And I always try to learn that from the resources I have, which is YouTube at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe in the future I might do a master's degree.
Okay.
In filmmaking.
There you go.
Yay.
And I know filmmaking is your true passion and that's what you've always wanted to do. And I'm actually really proud of you. You remind me a lot of myself, actually, when it comes to pursuing your passions. And kind of what I'm getting at is you are creating your own opportunities and really pursuing your dreams through the opportunities you have in front of you in that time, right? I'll use myself as an example. When I started as a lawyer back forever now. I really wanted to be in-house. I really wanted to work for a large corporation. And it was so hard to get through that initial experience hump and getting at least even in front of somebody to interview me. And the first chance I had to join XL Pro, I jumped on it and it was a blessing. Everything happens for a reason. And now I'm so happy and blessed that none of those people took me and or companies took me. And I was really able to build that dream for myself. And I see a lot of that in you, kind of in your trajectory at XL Pro, where you look at where we were 3 years ago when you started, and you look at where we are now. We actually have multiple people in the department.
Yeah.
And amazing team members in the department. Go you. I'm not gonna say no names today, right?
No names today. We'll see her soon.
Yes. And we see the production quality, the video quality, the trajectory, this everything, right? And I really see that you have turned this role into your career. And kudos to you. But what did it take for you to let that, I guess, flip switch in your mind where you thought, hey, I can do this?
Since my passion is filmmaking, I wanted to implement that in what I do over here. Of course, there's no need for filmmaking here, you know. There's no big crew, there's no need for but everything is a story. We need to tell a story over here. And so filmmaking is also telling a story. And the way that filmmaking looks so clean and so beautiful and all that, I wanted to build out that skills for whenever, you know, I can actually work in a video production set. I can also already have those skills.
Yeah.
So I started doing it from over here. And at the same time, it's a win-win because you get the highest quality content and I get the skills.
Absolutely. I love it. And obviously, one big aspect of your industry now in marketing in general is technology and more specifically AI. And I know how much you love AI and how many fun conversations we've had about the implementation of AI and kind of where it's headed. Where do you think AI is headed in not just the staffing industry, but just in normal business, corporate America, I guess?
I think AI should always be used as a tool.
Yes.
But people are using it like for everything. And it's a little dangerous on that part because it is really sad that more and more people are just using AI to build flyers or to build logos or to build videos. And it's taking more and more the human creativity. And that's when I see the sad part of it.
I guess one could argue that, hey, that creativity is the AI, or because it's not building it on its own, it's building it off some sort of prompt. So where's that disconnect?
Like the human creativity? Like you can actually, right now, we can see that it's AI. But in the future, if this, like AI right now, it's really new and you can notice when something is AI.
Oh, in that regard, I got you, like the quality of the aspect of it. I got you.
What was the question?
Never mind. You were saying the human, I misunderstood, I guess, the human, what you meant by human element.
No, the creativity.
Yeah.
No, because the AI is a really useful tool because I use it every day to create new ideas or like to fix this or fix that. But the fact that people are, instead of actually paying someone, like hiring someone for the creativity part of it, they're just like, no, I just ask AI to build a flyer. And it's like, right now you can notice that is AI. But what happened in the future when AI gets a lot better? And then us artists are not gonna have anything to eat.
So you're more concerned about and it's, I guess, a really true concern, a really big worry for a lot of people is, hey, is AI gonna take my job?
Yes. And I honestly think and I honestly hope that AI doesn't get to that point when you cannot identify whenever it's AI or it's real. And I have seen a lot of parodies saying, oh, you want to watch a movie? Well, you want an AI movie or you want the human movie? And then the human movie is going to be way expensive. So people are just going to start consuming AI. And then nothing is going to be real anymore. Yeah. And that's my fear of people using it, but it should always stay as a tool and not as a replacement.
Yeah, and I think we're past, unfortunately, that point where a lot of companies, even large multi-billion-dollar companies, have replaced entire workforces with AI. And some, yes, it may increase their bottom dollar, but I can see them losing so much more just by not having that staff. I love how we've done it at Excel Pro. I think that we've done it the right way, where we are truly using it as a tool. Different departments have different tools within AI or within our work-sponsored AI tools that we like for people to use. We don't like people using your normal chat GPTs and such, or your free models, I guess. There's privacy issues and concerns, a lot of other
a
things.
lot of concerns with that as well.
But we have truly been able to scale using it as a tool rather than as a full-on
replacement.
resource or replacement. Yes.
Yeah, and then another sad thing is that, you know, we go to school for that and we spend 4 years on that. We spend the money on that. And then, oh, just ask AI to do it. And it's like, bro, you know?
I can see it that way, but I can also see where, yeah, man, I've asked, we've had a few of those, and I'm like, dude, just have AI build it out for you. What are you doing, man? Like,
It's a tool, it's a helper, not a
Yes.
replacement.
I agree. How do you balance your different responsibilities as a digital marketing manager? And I guess before that, what are your different responsibilities?
My different responsibilities. Well, right now, since we're doing so much on this department, so first it was called just the social media, but then we're beginning to do so many other things. So now we do the podcast, we do flyers, we do social media content for both Exo Pro and for Umer. We also do promotional things for sales. We do email marketing. We do training and presentation, but also the physical things that we print out. How do you call those? The marketing materials?
Yeah, your marketing materials. Yeah.
Marketing materials. So all of those things, it's not just social media, obviously.
Exactly.
It's like marketing for the brand. So right now I have a wonderful helper who balance my workload a little bit. But most of the time, I like to concentrate more on the creativity part of it. You know, I like to keep using my creativity, and I think in honing my skills on creativity. So for me, I like to get out of the way of anything that takes me little time, and then focus on the things that takes me a lot of time, like video editing. If I want to make sure that this video is really good or really high quality editing, then I just get out of the way. I don't know, an email marketing or like
you just get all the smaller tasks taken care of faster.
Smaller tasks first, and then the full thing that I can concentrate over there. I can give the full time that I have.
Makes sense. Good idea. And what would you recommend to somebody in a similar role as yours who feels as though they are not able to spread their creativity wings, more or less?
But is it because they're not in the right profession, or because like they don't feel like they have the liberty to be creative?
Good follow-up question. Either.
So somebody who is not in that professional place, always do it on the side, you know, because I feel like having that hobby and doing it on the side is really soul fulfilling. You know, like if I'm an artist, I always like to paint. I don't paint anymore, but because I do a lot of other creativity over here. So for me, this is enough fulfillment. This is enough like soul thing for me. It's a little overwhelming sometimes.
I can imagine. Yeah.
But you know, I like to paint, and for me, it would be so nice to do it afterwards. And every time I paint afterwards, it's really relaxing. It's like I reset again. So if you're not in that set that you have to do it every day, at least do it on the side. But if you're on the path and you don't have that creativity, that liberty of creativity in your own place, just leave. I'm just kidding. It's time to go. It's time to pack your things and go.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, if you want to be creative and you have these limitations and you've been trying to be creative and you still have this limitation, it means it's not the right thing for you, because people are cutting your wings.
Yeah, but what would you say to that person? Like, man, it's easier said than done. I would love to, but I got bills to pay. I got rent to pay. I gotta pay for food. So,
well, I'm a big believer in following your dreams. And although it's easier said than done, I feel like I did it once.
Yeah.
You know, before getting into Exo Pro, I was in that position where I did not have that creativity liberty. It felt like a little bit toxic. So I was like, I'm sorry, I have to go. I didn't have a backup. I didn't have anything. So I was like,
And how long did it take for you to get a land?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
But it was a constant applying, and it was a constant. I also learned, and I also started uploading content for myself. So it was more or less like working on myself in those 2 weeks while I was unemployed. And then when I finally got the job, then over here I feel like I have more day to day. And then obviously pray for it if you're very religious.
True.
Pray for it and like keep working, keep looking up to that dream.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
things I would say.
Do you think you would have ever had any of the opportunities you have today if you had stayed in Puerto Rico?
It's sad to say, but no.
No.
No, because like nobody wants to leave the country, right?
Right.
And everybody wish if we have the same opportunities we have here, we have it over there. So that way we could never leave. But the sad thing is that in Puerto Rico, there are not enough opportunities. Like they always encourage us to go to college after high school. But then when you get out of college, most of the time you end up working in McDonald's.
Wow.
Or in a sushi restaurant. You know, you end up working just in everything because we need the money.
Absolutely.
But the hardest part is to get into that industry. So the sad part is that most of us are ended up coming over here to look for that dream. And so that's why I think like if I would stay in Puerto Rico, I would still be living with my parents, probably working in McDonald's.
Wow.
So it's
And
sad to
that's
say.
really sad because that means there's so much talent being wasted.
Yes.
That's really unfortunate.
It's a lot of talent.
You've had jobs where you've worked solo by yourself. You've had freelancing jobs where you worked with teams, and you work now with a group and a large team as well. Out of all of those, which do you prefer most and why?
Obviously with a team, because it's hard to wear multiple hats and do it all by yourself, because there's going to come a time where you're just not going to have any more space in your hand to do everything by yourself. So working with a team is really nice, but most importantly, then working with a team is working with people who are in the same passion as you. You know, because they want to learn, and I learn from them, and they learn from me, and we all learn from each other. Really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything by yourself. So whenever, and then we are working together towards one goal. If this person is not in the same page as me or does not have the same passion as me, instead of being a helper, it's going to be in my way.
Yeah.
So if you're in my way, get out of my way. Don't be in my way. I need you to be in the same page.
That's funny. Yeah, that's really good. And that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, we want to work with like-minded individuals. And I also think it helps a lot working with a large group of people that are in different departments. And that's one of the, I think, really fun things about marketing, where you get to work with sales, you get to work with recruiting, you get to work with safety, you get to work with management. And there's so many different like moving parts, so you get to learn a lot more.
All right, yeah, because it's the same company, but everybody has their own goal that they have to fill, and every goal is different towards the same goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You see, every path is different towards the same goal, so you get a little bit of insight towards the safety side, or this recruitment side, or the sales side, or even the admin side of it.
Yeah.
So the fact that I am able to work with everybody and to get a little bit of insight of what they're trying to achieve and how I can help them with that, to making it like brand cohesive and put the correct information out there. I think that's really interesting every day.
How do you measure success in your role?
Whenever I'm proud of something I did, that's like the big success for me. So if I spend a lot of time in a video, and at the end of the day, I am proud of the end result, and I see that the video did really good, that's the measurement success for me. And most of the time it's really frustrating, because the more work you put on something, the more it flops.
Yeah.
And the thing that you and the thing that you don't like, you'll be like, Okay, let's do it like that, just to
Hit
put
a random
something.
trend and it goes viral. And
My goodness. And it's like, so do I put the effort or do I not put the effort on it? But I
yeah,
always try to do my best in every work
yeah,
that I do.
absolutely. And regardless of, I guess, the type of content, the quality has to be there too, right? That has to be always on top, no matter
Always
what.
on top. Yes.
Yeah. Moving forward a little bit, Liz, has there ever been one particular campaign or anything similar that you worked on, either personally or professionally, that has really helped you feel as though, like, hey, I'm really established in my career and I've made it?
I think one of the works has been doing the podcast because it's the closest thing to a production set. You know, we have the lights, we have the microphone, and then we have the
Yeah.
cameras and everything. So I think this is the closest
Oh, wow.
projects I have to say, like, okay, I'm doing what I wanted to do, which is being part of a production set. And then also the other one that I did that I really like was going to the client site and record and, like, in kind of a way interview them, because in the production field that I wanted to do, that's the type of things that I really like the most, like interviewing people, getting to know them, getting to know their story. So the fact that I have the opportunity to create the podcast or to create to go to the client side and to create those kind of things, I think those are the most projects that I'm proud of and that I feel like
Nice.
I'm in the right professional career.
Very nice. Great answer, man.
Yay!
What is one piece of advice you would give to Liz from the year 2020 who's just graduating and about to start her professional journey?
You know, in 2020, I was stuck over there and I was like literally having anxiety because I didn't know what to do with my life. So I would go back over there and be like, don't worry, you chill in there. It's not going to be over here. It's going to be sadly another place, but you're going to make it. Or at least until now, you're in the right path and you're going to get through there.
Yeah, very
Oh,
nice.
you're going to make me cry.
Let yourself know it's gonna be okay.
It's going
Yeah.
to be okay.
There
It's
you
going to be okay.
go. And what's one piece of advice that you would give someone that's really trying to break into the digital marketing career?
I think the best thing that you can do is put yourself out there. You know, create things that you want to create and put it out there. Even if you don't work in marketing or even if you don't are not there yet, whatever you want it to be, start creating it on your own and then somebody is going to find you and they're going to be like, hey, look at this one.
Yeah.
I like this one.
Great
And you know,
answer. One thing that is really important is measuring your analytics and being able to see that steady growth, right? When it comes to your numbers. So I'm a lot more of a data driven person. I look at numbers, I look at analytics, and that's how I measure success. And I've been able to see the success in our marketing due to our marketing based off of a lot of numbers and different sets of facts. Do you look at it the same way, or do you have other measurables when it comes to success?
I do look at the numbers because I feel like it's something that I'm doing is working. But my first driving motivation is not how many followers I can get with this with this piece. It's more like how can I achieve the message that I can like promote
Yeah,
out there. So for me, the measurement is like the type of quality that I can bring. And if that helps to bring the numbers, then I think those numbers are more valuable than just empty followers.
makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
So it's not about how many followers I can get in 3 months or how many followers or likes I can get in this. Is that if the content is good and if the content has a lot of quality, the followers are going to come. And I think that is more valuable. So even if it's 3 or 4 or 5, I think that is more valuable than just numbers, you know? And it's better.
I see that.
You see
I don't
that?
agree with it,
Okay.
but I see it,
But
and I
you're gonna
respect
agree
it,
with it
and I
when you do it.
respect it. I really do. I respect it. And you still have to give me 500 followers by next week.
I know. But one thing is the ghost followers.
I'm kidding. No, we don't want those followers. No, man. I'm just kidding. I definitely agree with you. And quality over quantity, always, in my opinion. And I really feel as though that has been one of our biggest measurables when it comes to our success and reasons for our success. So great job, and thank you so much.
Of
You
course.
and your team are amazing, and we really appreciate you being my guest today.
Yay!
And
It
can't
was a
wait.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
And with that, that's another episode of the XO Pro podcast.
Yay.
Thank you so much, Liz. Really appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here.
Get back to work. No,
Okay, I'll be in the other side of the camera.